Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I made my first $250,000 in real estate. Started with $2,500, turned it into $250,000 in 3.5 years. I'm going to show you how I did that quick. Bought my first home in 2017. For $167,500. Now, with all the first-time homebuyer grants and stuff, I think I wound up coming out of pocket around $2,500 to buy this home. Now, most of the time you have to put 3% down in most scenarios. However, most states do have down payment assistance programs for first-time homebuyers. They can get you as little as, I've seen people bring as little as $500 to closing to buy a house. That's closing costs, prepaids, the whole 9 yards. That's just kind of a general statement there, or general assessment anyways. So second thing is, I bought that house for $167,500. Now I only lived there for 11 months. So I sold it in 2018 for $205,000 and bought another house for $420,000. Okay. So 2018. Sold it for $205,000. I walked away with about $25,000 in my pocket after I paid realtors, closing costs, all that good stuff. So I turned $2,500 into $25,000 in a matter of 11 months. Now, here's where it gets interesting. So that $25,000, I took that money in 2018. Now we're going to go to the new house that I bought in 2018. I paid $420,000 for that house. I put 5% down, which was I rolled all that money into the next property at $25,000. I rolled it all in, put 5% down plus closing costs, prepaids, all that good stuff. So I bought a $420,000 house with no extra money out of my pocket. I'm still using that $2,500 that I started on the first house. Okay, so in 2019, I sold this same house. Another 11 months later. See a pattern here, I move once a year, but I sold that same house for $530,000. Now, on that property, I walked away with about $98,000 in my pocket after everything was said and done, like realtor fees, closing costs, all that stuff. So now I've turned that $2,500 that I invested in 2017, I've turned that same $2,500 into $98,000. So here's where it gets more interesting. That $530,000, that $98,000 that I just told you I walked away with, I sold that house in 2019 and bought another property. So that $98,000 I walked away with. I took that $98,000 and I bought another house for $625,000. I only put 10% down on this house. Here's why. I put the rest of the money in the market and let that money grow. So I took that extra $30,000 that I had, or 30-ish grand, and I put that money away to invest for retirement, and then I put 10% down on this new house, and my payment was the same as it was on the $420,000 house. Okay. Now, here's where I made the rest of my money. Keep in mind, I now own a $625,000 house for that $2,500. So that $625,000, I sold this house in 2021 for $788,000. Okay. $788,000. So, with that being said, I sold that and I walked away with around $195,000. Okay, so let's say that I had that $195,000 when I sold it from that house. I actually think it was like $194 and some change. So we'll put that. We'll just put $194 to be safe. $194. Now, remember that $30,000 that I took and I put it in the market? Well, it turned into $45,000. Now, I'm not great at math, so I'm gonna get my calculator out, but 194 plus 45, that's $239,000. So from 2017 to 2021, I made $240,000 buying and selling real estate that was my own personal primary residence. Yes, it was slightly inconvenient to move every single year, but where else can you take $2,500 and turn it in to $250,000 in 4 years? Nowhere. That's why real estate creates the most millionaires of any other asset class. You guys make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content.